Hello. We're playing some Kerbal Space Program. Now, it's been a while, and I have quite a few mods. Let's see here. A lot of content mods, a lot of visual mods, a lot of progression mods as well, which I'm most interested in. So I'm going to do a whole playthrough here, hopefully, ideally, anyway. And just, I don't know, have a good time. Explain what I'm doing. I hope you enjoy the ride. We want to start new. We'll name it. I think I want it to be pretty hard. Maybe not hardcore, but a hard playthrough. Career mode, difficulty options. This is where it gets interesting. So, I want to go, give me hard here. Let me see what it's like. 60, 60, 60. Decline penalty. What do we got here? I want the range modifier to not be. See, this is the range of antennas. So communication, that sort of thing. I want to require communication for control of a craft. I also want parts to be under the influence of gravity, which in practice just means, will they get destroyed if they experience too much G-forces? Same thing with Kerbals, only they won't die, I don't think. I think they just pass out for a bit, and that has consequences if you have like a pilot on board and you suddenly, you know, lose maneuverability. A lot of these mods I haven't actually played with all that much. There's a bunch of options here. Holy. A lot of this I don't even know what it does. Toolbar, system heat, what? Fission, fuel transfer, cryogenic boil off. Whatever you say, man. Whatever you say. I'm gonna stick to the vanilla settings for now. I'll probably start to understand what any of that means as I play, but we'll see. I want to do this, but it makes it a little bit harder if I can't. And it makes it more important to set up an orbital like relay station. So I think I'm going to leave it off. Ooh. Do I allow myself to load? I think I'm going to allow reverting flights, but not loading, which is going to make long-term missions much more dangerous and expensive, but allows me to experiment on the launch pad. And I think that's a fair compromise, but let me know if you think I should change that. So I think that's good. I'm going to choose a flag. Oh, I'm so excited about this. Let's see. Space program. Dunkelstein, perhaps. I like the circles. I like the hexagon circle as well. Hexagons are the bestigons, if you weren't aware. You know what? Put my money where my mouth is. Choosing the hexagon flag. No circles here. All right. I may need to fiddle with some settings, but we'll see. Gene Kerman, flight director. Quick introduction. This is the Space Center. From here you can manage all aspects of the space program. Feel free to have a look around. Hold the right mouse button. Yes, yes, yes. It's coming back. It's like riding a bike, right? Like, I know how to play this game. Don't even worry about it. I think the graphic settings are fine. I don't have an FPS monitor, but it feels okay. It feels pretty good, even though we got some foliage and some pretty fancy-ass clouds. Lots of new buttons down here. Holy. I'm just gonna not mess with that, I think, is the idea. One thing I am excited about is... Where is it? Should be like a science... Yeah! This is gonna be very important. But maybe not right now. Okay, so if it's anything like the vanilla game, we're looking to go to mission control, get ourselves a mission. We only have one available. Leave the launch pad. All right, this seems like the way to go. 18 grand, 2 science, 4 reputation. We're at 0 right now, $10,000. Ensure that your vessel's name is tagged as a probe and not relay rover debris, etc. All right, so this is a cool mod. So it mimics a more realistic space program where you would be expected to send unmanned flights first via probes instead of, shooting some poor Kerbal into the atmosphere only to come plummeting down. Werner von Kerman, Chief Rocketry Engineer. Yes, the VAB. I'm very familiar. Don't even worry about it. Got the Probodobodyne Staputnik. We love it. We have 2 different kinds of solid fuel engines, or SBRs. Miniature rocket nose. I mean, this feels like it's probably... It's a circle. It's a sphere, I suppose. Aerodynamic enough. We got some science here. Oh, yes. I'm just going to slap some science on here for sure. Well, maybe not as aerodynamic with a giant cylinder on the side, but what can you do? I don't expect this to be airborne for any extended period of time, so I think it'll be okay. Oh, geez, that's massive compared to the rest of the vessel. But I mean... that's kind of it. We don't even have any parachutes. I hope the mod made unmanned capsules more resilient to maybe like an impact with the ground. I suppose we'll see. Let's just send this abomination a couple 100 feet up and see what happens. Okay, so we have science here and now. That's why I put this on here. We're going to do a telemetry report. Probe's onboard computers have successfully recorded current telemetry data. Send it on over, will ya? Appreciate it. Do a temperature scan. Temperature readings are quite literally nominal. That, makes sense. And let's take a look at this mystery goo, too. Mysterious. The goo doesn't seem to be doing much. Hey. We've all been there. Okay, we've transmitted all that science. It should be somewhere around here. We get it at the end of the mission. So either when the vessel is destroyed or makes it back safely. I'll let you guess which is more likely. We do have stability control on this little guy, which is nice. Oh wait, can we do this? Oh, this is also Mystery U. I didn't need to do that. That wastes a little bit of dough, but that's okay. Well, here goes nothing. Oh. That's not good. You want to go the other direction. Well. That could have gone better. That could have gone better. I didn't have much control over the situation, but still. We did go up briefly. So that's a win. Catastrophic failure. It was 9 seconds. Oh, incredible. I mean, we did follow the contract to the letter, so. And now we have so many more. Okay. What do we got here? Reach the, let's just look at available. Reach the upper atmosphere, which is 18 kilometers up. It seems doable. Some part contracts, which is basically just companies saying, hey, test this part out for us. The Flea solid fuel booster into flight above Kerbin, specifically 34 kilometers up. Goodness gracious. At a very precise speed. I think I'll skip that one. Suborbital trajectory, not quite there yet, I don't think, to be perfectly honest with you. This needs to be in orbit. My goodness. Test a specific decoupler at the launch site. Now, this is more my speed. We're getting paid like pennies for it, but hey, I can do it. Focus temperature survey. In-flight below 17 kilometers near zone 79PL. Don't know where zone 79PL is. So I have a max of 2 active contracts. So I'm already at my max. Got it. So I need to test a decoupler and try to get to 18,000 meters or above. But first, Let's see what kind of science we got. We only have 2 science points? What happened to the telemetry data? Oh my goodness. Did I miss something? It might not work like that anymore because I need 5 science for any of this. Oh boy. Well, you know what? Perhaps I just don't launch and I recover the vessel without it ever moving. That way I can capture the science. That makes sense to me. Let's see, a coupler, TD-12. It's a big fella. Yeah. No, this is a space-worthy vessel if ever I've seen one. All right, once more, telemetry data. We'll just keep the experiments since we will be bringing it back. And then we test the decoupler. Now, sometimes it's very specific. It says tested at the launch site, activate the part through staging. So I can't just right-click it and decouple. I have to do it through the staging sequence, which is just pressing spacebar in this case, because there's nothing else going on. Phenomenal. An exemplary performance. World first. Oh, this was from our first flight. We broke numerous records. Okay. We have completed the contract. Excellent. We recover the vessel. And hopefully we get that science this time. Otherwise I will be lost. Yes. Okay. Excellent. 14 big science points and 42,000 big dollars. Very nice. This research tree is massive. I'm very, very excited to see what it holds in store for me. But for now, I may be settling with just basic rocketry, potentially. What I really want to do, actually, is get to a parachute of any kind. Because as I launch things up, as you know, they do come down pretty fast. And if I can't recover any of the parts, that's going to get expensive very quickly. Helical antenna, rechargeable battery, decoupler, FLA5. I know some of these words. So 5 and then 15 for survivability. We only have a total of 15. So what I'm going to do here is get engineering, mostly just for the decoupler, perhaps the antenna as well. I know it in the one of the numerous mods that I have, it puts a more scrutinizing focus on relays, communication, and the consequences thereof. So that could be important. But basic rocketry as well, very important. All of these engines, something that isn't an SBR, so that I have a little bit of control. And it looks like we have some pretty decent offerings here. The Goldfish. Valiant, it's a classic. Goldfish is new. Very, very small fuel tank. Wow. Also a very small engine. The swivel, I think, will be the workhorse here. And also, part of the difficulty is, you see, I have to buy these. I won't be able to use them until I buy, I guess, the rights to use it. The patent, maybe? I'm not sure. But we have 42,000. I think I'm going to grab a swivel, a fuel tank, the shrimp, because I think it would be funny, and perhaps the spark as well. But I might be getting a little big for my britches with this this guy, because its ISP, its specific impulse, is at sea level 265. This is, you can think of this as the efficiency of the engine as far as fuel economy goes. The higher number, the better. At 320 in space. So this would be good for a upper stage of a rocket to secure an orbit, because it'll be much more efficient out of the atmosphere. Whereas something like the swivel is much more efficient in comparison to the spark, and has much more thrust in general at sea level. So it would be this to get you up there, this to make you stay up there, is the idea generally. The Goldfish, however, is efficient at both, which is interesting. However, it boasts 20 kilonewtons of thrust, which is a tenth of the swivel. So we have reached the upper atmosphere, which might be doable with the current parts. Might be doable, but let's see what we got in mission control here. The temperature survey, another temperature survey. So 4 of them total. Incredible. The TD12 decoupler splashed down at Kerbin. So that would mean I would have to fly into the sea and then test it out. All right. Now, something interesting, I could grab this, testing out this hammer SBR. I don't have it unlocked yet, but if I have this quest active, I will be able to use it for the purposes of the quest. But I don't have to complete it. So you know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna take a risk. And we'll see. And that seems, well, actually, now that I'm looking at it, 520 kilometers might not be the easiest thing to achieve, but I'm just thinking of it as a loan. All right, let's make something that can survive the test of time, or the test of space anyway. So we don't need that because we have this inline containment unit. We do still need a thermometer. I'll put you right there. Oh, why are you the parent? There we go. So we have options, don't we? And there's the hammer. What do our fuel tanks look like? It's this guy. It's okay. I wouldn't necessarily say that it's incredible, but it is the same size as our decoupler, so there's that. Now, do we have any... Rechargeable battery could be good, because these guys do use electric charge just operating, usually. Let's see. It holds 10 electric charge, which is pitiful. Okay, here it is. Uses 1.7 electric charge per minute. So we get about, what, 6 minutes of usage out of that. If we put this guy here, it has 25 electric charge, which extends the service life of this guy quite substantially. Ah, this is what I'm looking for. Nice. A little skirt to match the diameter of the fuel tanks. Big fan of that. How small are these? Oh, that was $6,000? Oh! Oh, they're tiny. Just little guys. Well, in that case, maybe... That's just twice as tall, so yeah. What if we did something like this? And this will be an upper stage. I mean, it's very... It might be wishful thinking at this point to have an upper stage, but... Shoot for the moon, right? Quite literally in this case. So that gives us 1,500 meters per second of delta V, which is substantial. However, thrust to weight ratio... Wait, really? Thrust to weight ratio is 2.86? At sea level? That's crazy. Huh. So this can actually just get itself propelled. Well, this little spark liquid engine is a bit more gumption than I gave it credit for, I suppose. Perhaps we just try that then. I mean, 1,500 isn't enough to get out of atmosphere, but it might be enough to reach the upper atmosphere for our first quest. 18,000, probably. Let's add some more fuel. Let's just add fuel until I get below 2 TWR here. What are we looking at? That is below 2. And now that I'm thinking about it, I am going to lose all of what's on here. Which kind of sucks. Especially because I wasn't able to relay the science from the first test. What do you do, mister? A small rover-oriented antenna that looks like it comes right out of a Flash Kerman comic. Rover antennae make effective low-power science transmitters. So I think that might be exactly what I'm looking for. Well, isn't that cute? I imagine when it's extended, the air will want to rip it right off its chassis. Let's put it somewhere that makes sense. Well, I mean, inside of the vessel does make sense, but... Let's try that. That's better. And then we do something like that. Oh, that's nice. There we go. Looks a little funky still, but I like it. Yeah. Perfect. Let's get some aerodynamics in here. Oh, now it looks like a rocket. I mean, perhaps one that a 3-year-old drew, but in any case, it's recognizable. We save. We launch. Oh boy. I need to get to 18,000 meters. I would like to get some science while mid-air. Here we go. Throttle up. Stability assist on. We ride. It's adorable. It sounds heinous. I'm not gonna lie. But we're going up. That's for darn sure. Get all of our science right above Kerbin. And then we can use this guy to transmit the data. Yes. Unable to deploy. Experiment media. Why was it unable to deploy? Oh, it would destroy the part. We're going far too quick. Slow it down here. 240 meters. But yeah, I mean, that is pretty quick, to be fair. You're not wrong. 6,000. We might actually make it. To 18. Oh boy. It's so small. It's a little guy. Oh, there's the moon. That's the first milestone, I think. Well, maybe orbit is the first milestone. That's difficult enough. I'd say this is going well, though. Even though I'm still gaining speed. I'm going to have to transmit the data near my apoapsis when I run out of fuel. I could attempt to just survive the landing, though. We do have some swivel on this. Maybe I aim for the ocean? I could give it a shot. Yeah. Not working with a lot of Delta V, to be fair, but... you know. It's worth a shot, I think. Alright. Kill the engines there. Are you still going to get destroyed if I... Ah, there it goes. Done. Well, heck yeah. Do we have the signs? We do. 6.6. I think that's more. I'm pretty sure. I probably should have checked. But we made it to 18,000 too. I didn't even notice. I was too busy focusing on trying to land into the ocean. Speed things up here a little bit. Now, I just realized, even though I did save fuel to try to do a retrograde burn, the fins that I have are going to force me to nosedive into the ocean at roughly 0.5 kilometer per second. So I don't foresee this ending well. I mean, it might survive. Oh! We only lost... Oh, well... That looks pretty cool. It survived, though, for the most part. 7 science total. And a contract complete. And a world first. We broke our altitude record many times over. Land distance record, because we went to the right a little bit. Or to the east, I should say. Splashed down into the ocean. Maybe crashed down into the ocean. This is great. This is phenomenal. Okay. What's next? Enter into space. So 70,000 meters. Honestly, I think that's doable with the current setup. If not, like, almost, right? And we get 4 science for it. Sure. Haul a flea solid fuel booster into flight above Kerbin. 34,000. I think this is doable. The specific speed is really what's hard about these. Because normally you're shooting for, well, like 100,000 or functionally infinite. Just up. It's difficult to aim for a specific speed and place in atmosphere. Test the spark liquid fuel. That's what we're using. On a suborbital trajectory. That might be a little more difficult. But we could just add some oomph into the current build. It's a lot of science. I like 4 science. We already have 2 contracts. I'm silly. What can I say? I think 70,000 is probably doable. What is this? Systems monitor. Ah, this will tell us exactly how long we have electric charge, among other things. This is very nice. I assume this is the exact value that all parts on the current vessel will be using up. I'm going to assume that it's accurate. I may just send it. This vessel only costs 3,000 if we lose everything. I could add 1 more fuel tank. I might. Although we're already sitting pretty low on our thrust to weight ratio. Oh well, I say. We send it. All right, here we go. Throttle up. Stability assist. We know it's going to be loud. Such a dinky little engine, but it squeals. What is that over there? The black texture of something. Some sort of structure. Here we go. I think there might be something wrong with my cloud textures. These look like vanilla clouds to me. I could be wrong, but they look like vanilla clouds to me. I'll have to check my mod load order. I'll do that right after this flight. And I'll cut it out so that you don't have to see it. Making good time though. About 1 kilometer per second at 30,000. I think we make it. I think we definitely make it. However, I didn't go towards the ocean, so the science is not going to be coming back because the Kerbin is spinning this way to the east, I believe. So we're going to land somewhere around here, I imagine. But we did make it, so there's that. Got an apoapsis here. Very nice. That is indeed space. And now we watch it all crash and burn. It might actually just burn up on re-entry. They're already going 1 kilometer per second. That's only going to get faster. It's a little wobbly. Oh dear. Oh dear. The physics gave up. Yeah. I mean, we're not going too fast, but it's fast enough to destroy everything. Oh god, there wasn't even an animation or anything. It's just gone. Oh dear. Well, we got the money for it at very least. All right. Contract complete. Into the great void. This is just the beginning. Incredible. Broke a speed record. Probably going down. Oh no, that was up. Because we reached about 1 kilometer on the way up. All right. I will be right back. I'm going to save the game. Hard save. 01. And I'm going to see about these cloud textures, see if there's anything I can do here. So I will see you soon. I'm not sure if that did anything, but it does look a bit better. So I guess we'll see. Looks like I can get some debris here. 5 parts. Couple extra dollary dues. Not gonna say no. All right. My thoughts exactly, Gene Kerman. We have a lot of contracts available here. Grand Tour. All of the planets. I don't think I'm quite up for that yet. All the planets and moons. Okay, those are going to be a while. My goodness. This must be part of the contracts mods. Here we go. Establish stable orbit. As a probe. This should be our next step. I don't have enough science for a parachute still. I think I would like to do some parts testing in order to get there, maybe. Test the torch liquid fuel engine landed at Kerbin. So I can do that at the launch site. That's only one science though. Like, god darn. I need some more science thingies. And by thingies, I of course mean instruments, scientific instruments to do more science with. Perhaps a survey scanner? I'm not sure. Basic science. Here we go. This is what I need. It's 45 science though. Oh my god. Need a new probe body. Some more antennae. Yeah. So definitely needs survivability. All right. Might have to do the hammer, but we could try to get into a stable orbit. It might be doable. Let's go ahead and open up the first real attempt here. And, well, I guess just try to... I mean, that looks ridiculous, but I think it'll work if I... Yeah, that adds a shroud. Looks okay without it. I would like a different one, though. Like maybe this guy. Yeah, it looks better. I mean, it still looks ridiculous, obviously, because it's not the right size decoupler, but I'm pretty sure it'll work. So this guy has a 40K antenna rating. I want to make sure it's enough for when I establish an orbit to be able to radio down. I mean, obviously, if Kerbin's in the way, it won't work, but 250K. Okay, so that's much better. Is there a catch? So 2.5 MITs per second with 2 MIT packages versus 2.6 and 2. 10.7 energy per second. 17 energy per second. Okay, so you just pay a little bit more energy. So given that I don't have solar panels or anything, I think just adding more batteries, like, is that going to be an issue? Maybe just one more. How much does it hold again? 25. And this costs 17 per second. Was that right? Goodness gracious. 17.5 per second. So we're going to get like one shot at this. One shot to transmit all of the data that we've gathered and hopefully have enough charge left over to deorbit so that we don't leave a bunch of junk in space, ideally. But I guess we'll see. This is kind of all we got, though. It's a thrust-to-weight ratio of over 4, which is kind of ridiculous. I'm thinking another one, right? What's the issue here? Just add more. 20 out of 30 parts, 8 tons out of 18 tons. We're not even close to capping this out. That's excellent. But I will need more fins, unfortunately. So if all goes to plan, this guy, this last stage here, won't need fins because it'll be in space. Might be wishful thinking. I should have kept him so that I could maintain symmetry. That looks about right. So in the first 2 stages, we had fins. And then we're at this guy. Is 2 going to be enough? I guess we'll see. We're already at 23 parts. So I could add another if I really wanted to. In fact, I'm going to. And then we got to make sure this is staged properly. So we want this engine, and then this decoupler, that engine, and then that decoupler, that engine, and then that decoupler, and then the final upper stage. That's 5,000 meters per second of delta V. Should be enough, right? Like, I don't have my delta V chart up, but I'm pretty sure that's good enough. All right. Orbiter Mark 1. Yeah. We send it. Here we go. One final check. Yep, everything looks good to go. Let's do it. No, I clicked. All right, for real this time? Here we go. It looks a little ridiculous. I'll give you that. It doesn't look like a finely tuned piece of scientific machinery. Let's grab all this. I guess one benefit of this as well is that it doesn't need to be extended. Second stage here. That was quite the noise though, and I need to do it one more time. Uploading data. We are officially out of power, and we have lost control of the vessel. Okay, good to know. Let's add another battery. Maybe 2? It was only 50% done, so I'm thinking 2 batteries is the play here. Let's just do 2 batteries on either side. Okay. Over to Mark 2. All right, this time for sure. Grab all this junk. Transmit the data. Running low. And it's out. Okay, 2 batteries still wasn't enough. Okay. God, how much is it gonna need? These batteries are tiny. We will add... just add a ton, right? How's my center of mass doing? Oh, it's still good. These SBRs are absolutely massive. Love to see it. Mark 3. Unable to launch. No! Over 30 parts. Perhaps we hope that this guy can do it. All right. Come on. This time for sure. Okay. Transmit it. How are we doing? We seem to be doing okay. It's slower, that's for sure, but we got some. It's done. I think we're good. Oh, it got ripped off. Yeah, that's fair. Okay, you know what? Who cares? We got some science data. How much exactly? We have enough for parachutes. That's all I needed. That's all I needed. About to enter 3rd stage. Here we go. It looks a bit like one of those old school German grenades. Forget what they're called. I'll put a picture up over here or something. Ooh, we're going quick. Maybe a little too quick. Hold. Ooh. Okay. Ooh, it got warm, didn't it? We're losing control. Oh boy. What's our wrap-up look like? That's definitely over 100,000. So once we breach 7,500-ish, almost all of the air resistance will be gone, and I will fire up this engine as soon as I hit prograde. Oh, it worked perfectly! Okay, we should be stable. Ish? Stable-ish? Can we close this? Can't close it. That's fair. All right. And now we wait until we get a little bit higher up. And then we just burn prograde pretty aggressively. Apoapsis is going up. Periapsis is going down, but pretty dang slowly. I'll say that much. I did go straight up. I probably should have angled my launch a little bit to start my prograde burn, but what can you do? It's most efficient. Oh, a little too fast there. Goodness gracious. Now the contract says achieved orbit at returned. I didn't see that part. Well, maybe we get something for just achieving orbit. Might not even achieve orbit. We're halfway out of fuel already, so... God, this engine is loud. I'm gonna have to just baby it. And you can see the green line indicates our connection to the Kerbal Space Center. Okay, that's looking a lot better. Apoapsis is going down about 1 kilometer per second. And we have 28 seconds of burn time left. I think it'll be enough. I think it'll be enough. Especially if we keep just waiting till it's more or less most efficient. There we go. There it is. Okay, it's looking good. It's looking good. Pretty high up there. Almost 1,000,000 meters. Oh, we're almost circular. This is going fantastic. Oh, I lost connection. No, it's too far away. Okay, so it looks like 1,000,000 kilometers, or 1,000,000 meters, 1,000 kilometers is the signal limit for this little guy. Maybe if this didn't get ripped off during atmospheric exit, we would have been fine. Couldn't tell you honestly, but we'll see. Maybe I'll get it back, because I am rotating at about the speed that the body is moving, so I should stay right above Kerbal Space Center. Oh, you know what it is? Ran out of energy. I wasn't out of range at all. Just didn't have enough energy. All right, well, might as well see it through. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's gonna get destroyed, isn't it? Oh, it's getting warm. Very warm. Engine's about to blow. Oh, yep, there it goes. And it's gone. Oh, man. It was due to G forces. 52G. Incredible. It was pretty good, though. It was pretty good. I'm not upset with that attempt at all. And now we have parachutes. So, all in all, I'd say that's a successful mission. Now, parachutes. We also got a little bit more. I wonder what that's from. Go ahead and get parachutes. A Communitron 16. Is it better? 20 per second is ridiculous. The Communitron 16 is a versatile and lightweight antenna suitable for moderate range communication, long range backup communication, and eavesdropping on secret government operations. Is that right? Point this antenna at a reflector part to add significantly to its capabilities. Oh. Is that right? Oh, a bigger battery bank. That's huge. I'm definitely buying that. And a solar panel. Okay. See, now things are looking a bit different. And a new probe body. The Probodobodyne Octo. The Octo is the next step in unmanned control technology. This small unit can not only receive and relay control, it also provides automatic stabilization assistance, just as a live pilot would. So that probably means we get prograde lock and retrograde lock for our little nav ball. And a heat shield, just in case. It's a very small heat shield, but a heat shield nonetheless. Definitely buy the parachute, without a doubt. And now we need to hit 45 science to really expand our capabilities as far as filling out this tech tree. Incredible. Okay. So we didn't actually complete that contract because we didn't, well, I mean, we didn't do any of the prerequisites. We didn't establish a stable orbit, and we definitely, I mean, we returned, but perhaps not in the way that they would have liked. So I think we give it another go, because my thoughts are as follows. We start from scratch with an Octo. Okay? And then we add some science to this, like so, and like so. To that, we add a parachute. Does this have stability assist, the Octo? I just read the description. Let's see here. Reaction wheel. So it does. It has 0.3, I believe those are kilonewtons of angular force, which would be used to, you know, turn the vessel whichever way and angle it so that ideally this is facing the air. This, interesting, this does add lift, or drag rather. So don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure that's going to make it want to face down, I think. We'll see. To that, we added a decoupler. To the decoupler, I'm thinking a goldfish perhaps. Although the Spark is so much more efficient. 320 ISP versus 280 in a vacuum. And I'm going to be completely honest with you, the only reason I wanted the goldfish was because it was new. So, potentially not the brightest idea. I think we just go normal. It's going to look absolutely ridiculous. I think I'm okay with this. Do I have struts at all? No struts. Got a girder segment. That's not exactly what I was looking for. Could do this though, then make it look a little better. It's still kind of it looks as if it's not attached at all. I'm sure it'll be fine. I would like to also, before I forget, add some communication here. Probably to the main body of the probe itself. Turn it up that way. See what that looks like. Oh, it's a long boy. Yeah, that looks fine. And then we grab a Spark. It looks absurd, but hear me out. Oh my god. It looks ridiculous. That's fine. That's fine. What's the thrust to weight ratio? Not a lot. Not a lot. But perhaps in orbit, in a vacuum, it's still not even 1. But that is 235 seconds of burn time, which is significant. How about that? What are we looking at now? That is over 1 thrust to weight ratio in a vacuum. That's fine. That's perfect. And 157 seconds of burn time. I'm gonna guess that that's okay. Only time will tell, I suppose. Now for the initial stages. Oh my god. I wish I had more building materials. Holy moly. Okay. I'm considering just using solid fuel boosters again. It worked well. I mean, we got into space at the very least. Like, it works. We do want some solar panels. This much is true. I'm thinking 2 solar panels ought to do it. I'm not sure exactly how much they generate. 0.3 per second How much do you use? 1.2 per minute. Oh yeah, that should be fine. Oh, we can make it gold. Look at that. Oh, that's nice. I like that a lot, actually. That looks about right. I'm pretty happy with that. Sure. Sure. Now, the body itself holds a 50 electric charge. However, it may behoove us to add additional storage of 200. Now it's really starting to look like a probe, huh? Love the green light. Incredible. Okay. So from the bottom here, still at a thrust to weight ratio of 2.58. We can probably add another stage. How are we looking on parts? 22 out of 30. That gives us 8 more fins. I'm going to go out on a limb and hope that I can just add it to the second stage and third stage instead of all 3, without it, you know, spinning horribly out of control. No! Oh gosh! No! Ooh. Come on! You can do it! Yeah. Yeah. All right, so much for an equatorial. Oh, God. Come on. No, no. Oh. Stable? We're stable. Oh, no. Let's try that again. All right. This time, straight up. Just get out of the atmosphere. I think that should be the priority. This has enough ISP to secure an orbit, I think. If it doesn't, well, back to the drawing board. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. Okay. It's a little wobbly. That's okay. I'm gonna just ever so slightly nudge it to the right. Just to get the hint. The hint of a... oh, God. It does not want to stay in control. I'll tell you that much right now. Okay. It's a little wobbly. I don't like how wobbly it is. We are gaining speed at an alarming rate. Do some science here. Drop the weight. I don't know if this is going to get us out of atmosphere. I might have to start the engine prematurely. In fact, I think I will. We're still encountering a bit of air resistance, but I mean, at 47,000, it's not going to be too bad, right? Probably not. Yeah, we're relatively stable. Relatively. Try to stay on that prograde. Okay. I think we've more or less secured at least a safe apoapsis. Now I want to try to actually transmit this data. Transmit all. Oh, there's our electric charge. Oh, that worked wonderfully. Okay. Very happy with that. See if we can't secure an orbit. I think we're going to have enough fuel for this. And even to deorbit as well. I'm loving this. I'm loving where this is going. It's not going to be a perfect orbit. I can try to influence that, but it's a little late with the amount of fuel that we brought. There we go. It's almost a perfect equatorial orbit. Love to see it. Running a little low on fuel. Perhaps the orbiting is a bit ambitious. Go ahead and transmit the data. Very cool. Oh, that's an orbit. Well, I mean, just about anyway. What is that? 50,000-ish? 40,000. Okay. How many? Only 200 meters per second. 12 seconds of burn time left. I mean, it might be enough. We'll see. Oh, I need to go ahead and extend that. I want to be able to maintain contact with mission control. Go ahead and aim. And we just want to see, I think the game considers 70,000, if I'm not mistaken, to be in orbit. Come on. Oh, there it is. Achieved orbit. Okay, cool. So now, at our apoapsis of 410, we want to burn retrograde to try to get back in the atmosphere. Not sure if we'll have enough fuel. Oh, overshot that a little bit. Holy. Oh, you got it. There we go. So 410 is the most efficient way to burn this. Let's give it a sec. Or more than a couple. Okay, just about there. I'm comfortable enough doing it now. And we're looking for 70. But might as well just go for like 60 probably. Might have to do a couple passes for aero braking, but we'll see. Got to burn off a lot of potential energy, so could take a bit. Come around. That beautiful, beautiful sunset. Or rise? Yeah, sunrise. Oh, easy, easy. Stabilize. Okay, so we should be under the influence of the atmosphere just a little bit. And as you can see, we're burning off altitude at our apoapsis. So it's super fuel efficient, aero braking, but maybe not necessarily the quickest way to deorbit. Moving at roughly 2.5 kilometers per second is a little frightening. And we are gaining altitude again, so we're going to have to wait for another pass. But we did burn, I think it was about 400,000 before. So that's pretty significant, I would say. Lost connection again. I'm hoping that while we try to land, we do have connection. Because otherwise I won't be able to deploy my chute. Oh, I'm going to lose connection, but I should reestablish on the other side here. And that orbit is definitely circularizing. Okay, probably two more passes. As soon as this apoapsis reaches about 60 to 70, there's only one way to go from there, and it's down. Did get some good science, though, up to 15. If I remember correctly, we need 45, so definitely not ideal, but what can you do? We've lost connection. Where are we going to reestablish? Way over there. Okay, so yeah, this might be an unassisted landing, which could prove disastrous. We'll see. Okay, yep. That's definitely some aero braking. Periapsis is now the ground. So ideally, we regain control and do a little controlled burn down to the surface, but I don't know if that's going to happen. In fact, I'm pretty sure it's not. This is quickly shrinking. All right. So now, the strategy will be to cross my fingers and hope we don't burn up on re-entry. It's a good plan. Trust me. Oh boy. Wait, I have full probe control? No way. Oh, come on. You got it. Almost. I was hoping to get a little bit of my delta V towards going backwards, but this thing is very unstable. Come on. Swing it around. Come on. That's not gonna happen. Oh. I had it for a second. Okay. Loving it. Loving it. Yeah. That's all she had. Okay. Is this attached? Oh dear. Oh dear. I forgot to put the decal. Oh no. That's probably fine. We got through most of the re-entry heat, so I just hope that it's not too much weight for this poor little parachute. Although, it looks like we're landing in the ocean, or at least close to it, so we might be okay. We shall see. I'm going to go ahead and activate the parachute so that it goes whenever it's ready, which is right now. It was a safe area. It's yellow, but I'm pretty sure yellow just means there's a chance that it breaks. But I think we're fine. I think we're fine. Yeah, this should be good. Okay. Well, there's the... I think it survived. That's a good sign, right? I probably should have waited on the old parachute deploy, huh? Only going 4 meters per second, and we have 2,000 of them to go. Okay. Well, we're under 1,000 meters now. It's been pretty clear that we're probably going to survive this landing. We've just lost probe control, most likely due to the curvature of Kerbin blocking a signal. But I'm pretty happy with how things look right now. The water textures look very nice, especially for such an old game. Below 100. About to have splashdown. Come on! About the most gentle landing I could have ever asked for. Incredible. Recover vessel for me. We did it! Oh man. It got a little hairy there for a second, but we made it work in the end. 6 science for recovery of a vessel returned from Kerbin orbit. Not to mention a bunch of money and the milestone. New strategies. I forgot about strategies. I believe it's the administration center. Moon probes and Minmus probes. Okay. Now this is progress. I have to agree. Lots of money, science, and reputation. Very nice. So we unlocked moon probes, 400% funds to milestone gains for the moon. So when we have those milestone quests, it gives us 4 times the money, but minus 80% for anything, any other body. I'm not sure if that means anything else or if it's just specific to milestones for other bodies. I don't know if we're ready to go to the moon yet, or Minmus for that matter. Free ice cream though. Costs 5,000 funds every 30 days. Gives 2.5 reputation every 30 days. Reputation given is lost when the strategy is deactivated. What am I using reputation for, though? I wonder. Why do I need reputation, huh? Tell me this. Ah, contract slot machine. Removes reputation loss on contract decline. That's good. Randomly modifies contract rewards and penalties between -50 and +50. And it costs 25 reputation. And you also have to have at least 150 to even start it. Okay. So it looks like this is... Oh, hello. Plus 20% bonus to Kerbal Space Center science. That seems good. That's just the science around the area. Yeah, we can do that. Setup cost is only $5,000. Why not? It can't be modified once activated. No refund. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, it's only $5,000. So a bonus to science is a good bonus in my book. So I think I'm going to wrap it up around here. Next time, we shoot for basic science with that new strategy that we just activated, I believe. We can snowball a bit from there and try to earn some more reputation through various quests so that we can upgrade it even further, get better parts, and get further away from Kerbin. So anyway, hope you enjoyed. I know I did. I love this game so much. Even though it's old, it has its charms, and there's nothing quite like it. So, yeah, have a good one.